What is
Yeah.
the final title of the um, artificial intelligence? But what are we talking about? Let's hear that first, and then I
So
will initiate
yes,
this whole conversation.
so like I have worked till really late last night for this particular thing. I've tried to structure it in a way that it resonate with most of people here. At the same time, intention क्या है मेरा intention here through this session that I will be working on the or talking about the fundamentals of AI and how we are missing out on these fundamentals when we are talking to AI or using AI. At the same time, by the end of it, I see the potential if people are able to grasp this particular session well, so they would be able to work as an one man marketing team itself, orchestrating between multiple AI tools with the help of AI. So that
Fantastic.
is the
So
idea.
I think it's great. Let's start the event then. Let's start the associate-led training program today. As you know, we are in the middle of the associate-led training program series of 2026. We've had several sessions so far, and each one of them has been exemplary. And I'm sure today also with Aniket, who uh, looks after marketing at EXP India, it's going to be as good as any others. Um, what he's trying to do is he's going to present to you artificial intelligence, how it can be adapted, adopted, and used in marketing. So it will be a mix of social media, it will be a mix of other sales, marketing, telemarketing, various other parts of sales and marketing. Essentially, what you can do with artificial intelligence towards two key objectives that you have. One of them is attracting more agents and building your downline. And the second is achieving more transactions for yourself and for your downline when you're mentoring and training them, and how artificial intelligence will help in disseminating information and accumulating information from others to be able to be successful in these two most important parts of your business. So, really excited to hear this, Aniket. I don't want to waste anybody's time by speaking myself. Over to you. Looking forward to a great presentation from you. Best
Thank you
wishes.
very much, sir. So sure. So let's start. Let's have a little interaction before we go ahead. I have few things that I want to ask you. First thing is that I want to know which, put down it in chat box also so that I get a fair idea which AI is your most used AI right now. Which AI is the which AI tool is the AI tool that you are using the most, relying most on it. Chat GPT and Gemini, I see. I see Gemini. Okay. I see Chat GPT and Perplexity. Claude. Okay. Chat GPT and Gemini. Gemini, Notebook LM, Claude, Chat GPT, Perplexity. Great. GPT. That's interesting. Gemini. Nice. So now we'll start on the session. I've got a fair idea. I have, worked around and built my whole presentation today or my whole demo today uh, around Gemini, but it is something that you can do. Fundamentally, if you understand it, you can easily replicate it on Claude, or you use a Chat GPT or any other tool that you have. So what we're gonna build in this particular thing, we're gonna firstly start with understanding how this particular thing, how can we leverage these tools to the maximum potential. We're gonna talk about few things that many people of you may not be right now have built, even though you're using Chat GPT, Gemini, or other tools, but you still may not have that particular thing, you still may have missed on that particular thing. Okay, we'll talk about that. We will talk about how a new tool that has come up from Gemini, which is Pomelli. We will be talking about that. It is a AI tool that will help you do your social media yourself without relying in on any other AI tool. Of course, Canva would be required at times to make some modification or put your logo on it onto it. और योर डिटेल्स और कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर ऑन टू इट. बट जो उसमें टास्क होता है, जो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड और टेक्स डिफिकल्ट टास्क है, वो हम विल ट्राई टू एलिमिनेट थ्रू दिस सेशन. So that is the one thing. Now I will be sharing the screen and I will talk about the one thing that a lot of you right now do not may not be carrying with you when you are using AI. And that one particular thing is your brand, your personal brand DNA, or a document that has everything about you. What's your specialization? What's your target market, target audience? What is the area, what is your experience, what is your expertise, what is your field, residential, commercial, or leasing. Do you have, how many of you are having that document with you before moving to any AI tool? How many of you have a single document which has everything that needs to be there about yourself? While you are interacting with any AI, you know how difficult it is to every time explain chat gpt, Gemini, the whole context. चीजें बनाना चाहता हूँ, ये काम बनाना चाहता हूँ, Gemini से content बनाना चाहता हूँ. How difficult it is for you guys to, how much of your time is right now going into just making the Gemini AI give the context, just to give the context to any of the tool, while you should be fundamentally having one particular document which says everything about you. So we will start with that particular document. That is the major miss right now when you're dealing with any AI. It's true. It is very important document, and you should carry that, and you should upgrade it, of course, eventually when you move forward. So the whole session will go from very basic stuff to a little advanced stuff. I'll try to frame it in very very simple format ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग उससे resonate कर. Don't get overwhelmed when we talk about some advanced things, but it's more like कि build करूँगा एक चीज़ और we will build something together today. And in that building experience, you have to understand how मैं कहाँ से आ रहा हूँ when I'm doing that, or when what my psychology and my thought process is. I want you to understand that thought process and try to replicate that particular thing when you are also dealing with AI. I'm not the master, but I would be a good starting point for you. Okay, you can then take that information. हमारी problem क्या होती है when we are working with AI? We are always working from zero. Well, while in the world of AI, you can leverage AI to never start from zero. You can always start from 1, 5, or 10, if you have a goal of reaching 100. Foundational information or foundational बार बार zero से time. I hope that is clear. Okay, George, can you have the AI notes on this session? George, this would be recorded and this is also being transcribed. We can definitely share the notes with you, and it will go on YouTube as well, so you can refer it later on. Fine. So we'll start by creating that brand DNA document. I will tell you how you can create it. We will use AI to, of course, build it. I will share my screen. We're gonna be using more or less most of Gemini tools today, but you guys can use it any AI tool that you may want. Okay. So I am not a real estate person. I mean real estate professional. So I would just give a demo information about myself and ask AI to create that document for me. Okay. Hi Gemini, I want to create a brand DNA of myself. I am a real estate professional working in Noida from past 15 years. I want you to create a brand DNA, personal brand DNA for me. My expertise are commercial real estate as well as residential real estate, and you have to build me a good tone and all the things that are required in a brand DNA and prepare that document for me. It should also have my contact number, my email ID, and where my office is. Okay, I have asked Gemini to create this document for me. This is a very raw document. Of course, you have to think that आपको और क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन उसमें डाल सकते हो. You can ask Gemini what else can I put into this particular document that would make it a much more comprehensive document for me, for myself, about me. Okay, So you can ask it. If I'm satisfied with what I have gotten, I would just copy it, put it into a document and save it. But if I'm not satisfied, I would still ask Gemini, suggest me five more things that we can add in this document to make this document more comprehensive, all about myself. It would give me more uh, ideas or things that I can add in this particular document. Your origin story, that's nice. You can put in your story, your signature methodology, your unique process, track record and milestones. Many of you people are already a gold badge holder. Many of you are above business associate level on the honor ladder, and other things. You are working with exp, that you can also specify in this very particular clear very clearly in this particular document that you are associated with exp. Visual brand identity. So you have to create a comprehensive document like this. This document would be the sole foundation whenever you are dealing with AI tool, any AI tool. You have to keep this document very close to you, so that you can avoid and save time whenever you're dealing with any AI. That is the first foundational thing that is missing with most people. And that is also, that is not just for you, that is most of the people in the market right now who are using AI. This foundational document you have to create, you have to build. In today's demo, I have already created a basic document, a demo document with demo information which we will be using. But you need to understand the psychology. You have to create this document. This document would help you give context to any AI tool. अगर आप interact करते हैं Gemini के, Claude के, ChatGPT के tool document को, and Gemini would read that document and know about yourself completely. That is the one thing that is the first step that we're gonna be doing today. We have done today. Okay. So before we move ahead into the next part of this particular thing, I have a demo document, by the way, here, that I have already created. I can have my call to actions, and all the other personal brand details, target audience, and everything. So this is a demo document that I have created. This is very raw, very rough, but you would of course do it much more in a much more polished way, much more detailed version. Now, before moving ahead, I want to tell you what is happening in the world of AI. From my understanding, my perspective, trend hai, what is fundamentally changing in the market and your possible clients. If you remember, there was a time जब हम गूगल पे सर्च कर फंडामेंटल बिहेवियर था, गूगल पे जाके सर्च कर मल्टीपल लिंक्स हम नेविगेट कर, एंड उसमें से इंफॉर्मेशन रेलेवेंट जो है हम वी आर फिल्टरिंग इट आवरसेल्फ, putting our own brain and time into that. Then came the AI. तो बिहेवियर हमारा शिफ्ट हुआ फ्रॉम सर्चिंग थिंग्स टू आस्किंग थिंग्स. Now we are not searching anything. If we have anything, if we want to look for anything, we just go ahead and search it on any AI tool. That is why it's from search engine to now AI engine. We are moving as a behavioral change. That is important to understand, because our clients, even yourself, you would slowly and steadily move into that particular zone only. तो आप देख रहे हो कि आप गूगल को सर्च को एआई पे, दिस इज द ट्रेंड दैट इज हैपनिंग, and we have to leverage on that particular trend. Our clients is now moving towards uh, AI, asking questions rather than searching questions. So we will be, this is the first step, but what is the future also? तो अब फ्यूचर की नाउ, अभी हमारा बिहेवियर है अबाउट आस्किंग, पहले सर्च कर, बट फ्यूचर वुड बी कि many of you people are not aware about where this wave is going. तो आई वांट टू गिव यू अ पर्सपेक्टिव कि ये जो एआई चेंजेस आ रहे हैं और एआई चीजें बिल्ड हो रही हैं, ये किस डायरेक्शन में जा रही है, सो दैट यू आर प्रिपेयर्ड इन वेल एडवांस. You understand, but future would be AI को, or AI will do the task which we call AGI. From search engine to AI, then moving towards AGI. We are moving toward AGI, and we are getting closer to that every single day. A lot of things are happening in the world of AI. It's very difficult to keep up, but everybody, and people who are keeping up, people who are looking at all the technology, this is the general landscape that is happening. I hope so far it is all clear. Give a thumbs up in the section, so that you are able to grasp on the things that are happening in the world of AI to give. Great. Ayush, definitely, Ayush, that is the way to go. That is how the behavior is changing fundamentally for every person in the market right now. तो आप आपको उस behavior के to build our business. That is the intention. Okay, that's great. People are engaging on this particular thing, and people are excited. I hope you are excited. Write down excited in the chat box if you are excited for what is to come next. I would be very happy to have an interactive session wherein you guys can also, unmute yourself and come in between wherever it is needed. Okay. So now we have that brand DNA document that we needed whenever we are interacting with any tool, चाहे वो Gemini, चाहे Claude. Now we're gonna move into another tool, which is really gonna be very helpful for most of you guys जिन लोगों को challenge आता while using and building their social media and while creating content for their social media. I know it's templates are there on Canva, but still you feel that उसमें मेरा time बहुत ज़्यादा जाता है. So I would try to give you a solution today through this particular tool.
But your screen is split. We are unable to see your screen properly. I'm
Okay.
not able to see. I'm not sure whether about others. It has got a multiple screens
Yeah,
split.
there are multiple screens showing, so you need to.
Okay. Got it.
It's
Got
gone
it. So
into infinity.
yeah,
Your AI is on work, Aniket.
I am on the screen itself, Zoom screen itself. तो वो उसके but more or less it will change if I'll just go into another tab. So just bear with me on this particular thing for a second till the time I am. So George has a question. George, I would want to know from your end.
Yeah, hi Aniket. So just tell me this DNA that you've taken out, it is showing you on the basis of the past searches and it already knows about you, or this is like completely, I don't use Gemini. So if I go to Gemini and enter the same thing, so it will show me the same thing, or some past
No,
data
no,
is
it
required.
is something that you need to build, George. This is not something the AI को already पता होएगा. ये document हम अपनी understanding के document को use कर AI को context देने के लिए. Context is the biggest difficult point when we are dealing with AI. हमें कितना प्रॉब्लम हो Gemini से या किसी AI से कोई एक्सपीरियंस है तो मेरा जो मेल लिखना है वो इस लिख के दो तो लिख के दो. We lose on so much of our valuable time just to give
No,
context.
I'm asking you that if I have to get this brand DNA, so I'm using ChatGPT. So I should put this command in the ChatGPT, or since
Yeah,
Gemini I've never used, I can put this same on the Gemini also.
on any AI, you just have to tell that I want to build a comprehensive document, brand DNA
Hmm.
for my personal brand. I
Hmm.
will tell you जो भी information अपने बारे में उस chat के अंदर let
Hmm.
AI formalize it into a proper document.
Okay.
So it's more like I in the first step itself I gave my information myself that I want to create a comprehensive brand DNA document for myself. I am a real estate professional working in Noida past 15 years. All the things that I can put in for
So this
about my
document has been prepared purely on the basis of this information that you've given now, not on the basis of the past data in the system, right?
Correct,
Yeah.
correct,
Okay. That's it.
correct.
Thank you.
This is a one-time effort, a foundational effort that we need to do to build that brand DNA document. चैट जीपीटी से जेमिनाई से डॉक्यूमेंट अटैच करेंगे और हम रेलेवेंट अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन ले इफ आई हैव अ सिंगल डॉक्यूमेंट अबाउट माई सेल्फ एंड आई हैव टू राइट अ रिप्लाई टू माई क्लाइंट तो मैं उसका ईमेल डाल ब्रांड डीएनए डालूंगा मेरा रिप्लाई लिख एंड वो मेरी टोन में मेरी इंफॉर्मेशन को रिप्लाई बन राइट
Aniket, so basically what I have experienced कि जैसे we are taking AI support for our professional works, okay? तो वो पर्टिकुलर आईडी से जो आप यूज करते हो कोई भी एआई चैट जीपीटी हो या जेमिनाई हो तो वो इंफॉर्मेशन गैदर कर ले एवर यू डू वो आई एम टॉकिंग इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर कंपनी और प्रोफेशन वट एवर तो वो उसी हिसाब से ही रिप्लाई जनरेट करता है
That's a good point, Rachit, but I would want to counter on this particular thing. जो एआई की इंफॉर्मेशन है जो नॉलेज बेस जो वो बिल्ड कर रहा है वो स्टिल लिमिटेड होती है टू द सर्टेन नंबर ऑफ चैट हिस्ट्रीज दैट यू हैव हैड विद हिम ठीक है
करेक्ट दैट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग कि जनरली व्हाट आई डू आई नेवर यूज वन पर्टिकुलर आईडी जैसे आई एम यूजिंग जेमिनाई इफ तो जेमिनाई में मैं कभी भी कोई भी पर्सनल चीजें कोई भी इधर उधर के क्वेश्चंस कुछ भी आई ओनली यूज इट फॉर प्रोफेशनल थिंग फॉर कंपनी और फॉर जो भी हम EXP से रिलेटेड काम, तो
बिल्कुल।
आई गेट अ वेरी गुड रिप्लाई फ्रॉम
बट
जेमिनी ऑलवेज, बिकॉज वो कंफ्यूज नहीं होती हिस्ट्री यही तो।
I would want to tell you, but you have to think about it कि AI context, और मैं Gemini यूज कर, Gemini से कुछ इन्फॉर्मेशन निकाल के कहीं और टूल को, तो आप क्या वो इन्फॉर्मेशन आप राइट,
नहीं,
इफ यू आर
दैट
गोइंग
इज
ऑन एनी अदर
करेक्ट,
टूल,
बट
एनी अदर AI टूल फॉर एनी पर्टिकुलर टास्क, यू हैव अ गुड AI टूल जिसको आपको यूज करके एक प्रेजेंटेशन बना, ठीक है, तो आप, यू आर नॉट कैरिंग योर इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट योर सेल्फ टू दैट डॉक्यूमेंट, अब वो ऑटोमेटिकली
yeah, but यूटिलाइजेशन का जनरली मतलब इफ यू हैव टू गो समथिंग डिफरेंट की करनी, यू हैव टू डू एफर्ट्स, बट जो पर्टिकुलर अकाउंट से आप, एंड आई आल्सो आस्क्ड जेमिनी कि व्हाट जेमिनी और चैट जीपीटी नो अबाउट मी और माय थॉट प्रोसेस और माय करियर, तो वो जितनी है ना वो
That's a great point, Rachit. I should have also added that honestly. आप अगर आप ऑलरेडी कोई AI को बहुत एक्सटेंसिवली यूज कर, तो व्हेन यू आर बिल्डिंग दिस डॉक्यूमेंट, यू कैन फर्स्ट टेक दैट इन्फॉर्मेशन व्हाट ऑलरेडी इज देयर इन योर Gemini, एंड देन
करेक्ट,
यस उसको भी कंबाइन करो अपने ब्रांड DNA में, बट दिस डॉक्यूमेंट इज मच नीडेड, रचित, दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से.
या
दिस गिव्स यू द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी कि यार मैं इधर डॉक्यूमेंट बना रहा हूँ, इधर मैं Gemini से इंटरेक्ट करता हूँ, आइडिया क्रिएट कर, और दूसरे प्रेजेंटेशन बना सोशल मीडिया का कंटेंट, तो दिस मेक्स यू द गिव्स यू द फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. एट द एंड हम विद दिस सेशन वी आर ट्राइंग टू मेक आवरसेल्फ, you know, more flexible to use multiple AI tools. We need to be orchestrating these AI tools rather than being dependent on one particular tool. Are you working for the tool or the tool has to work for you is the question. ठीक है, तो आप अपनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी खुद पहले बिल्ड करो, दैट वाई यू नीड दिस पर्टिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट, दिस इज द सोर्स, द कोर ट्रुथ अबाउट योर सेल्फ दैट यू विल बी यूजिंग इन अदर टूल्स एज वेल. कॉन्टेक्स्ट बार दोबारा ना डिफाइन कर, मेरी ये मार्केट है, इट विल नेवर कम आउट, यू ऑलवेज मिस समथिंग एंड द रिजल्ट वुड नॉट कम आउट द बेस्ट, is what I'm trying to say. This document is much needed. These prompting documents, there is no specific promptings or prompt that I am talking about right now. This is just a way and the fundamental thing, how we approach AI, how we use AI, and how we build with AI. So you have to just understand the psychology where what we are trying to do here, and you have to navigate and build your own way to use this particular document for yourself. Okay, so now moving on to the tool that I have been talking about there. Now let's go to that particular tool, which is, it is called Pomelli. Okay, this is the tool. It will help you create social media content campaigns in one go very quickly. Of course, the content would need some adjustment, would need the your logo and everything, but it can help you get started very quickly on social media. तो जो एक प्रॉब्लम रहता है कि यार सोशल मीडिया पे मेरी कोई पोस्टिंग हो रही, यू कैन यूज दिस पर्टिकुलर टूल. Now once you I have already set this up for on this particular account, but I'll give you an idea. It's by the way free. Okay, it's called Pomelli by Google Labs. You have to go on this particular tool. When you click on get started, it will ask you some permissions. You give that permission, confirm. I hope it is visible to everybody.
Yeah.
So great. So when we go on, so this is the tool. Now हम पाए brand guidelines और हमारे brand DNA को, business DNA को, not brand DNA को. Okay. So if you have a microsite from EXP, you can put that microsite link here. If you don't have a microsite, you can put EXP India website link here. I'll put that link. It will do the research. It will take some time. It generally takes 10-15 minutes. So I don't want to waste that much of time. That is why I've already set it up on a different account. So it's gathering information from the website, accumulating the logos, details, and everything. And it would create a business DNA for us, which we will use. So हम personal brand document हो गया और एक ये document हो गया. Any AI tool fundamentally works on one particular fundamental, which is if you would put garbage in, it would put out garbage. So you have to understand whatever when we are using and dealing with AI, तो हम स्टार्टिंग है वो अच्छा इन्फॉर्मेशन और कॉन्टेक्स्ट अच्छा, अब उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट को प्रॉम्प्ट्स लिख, फिर मैं ऐसे डॉक्यूमेंट्स और स्मॉल बाइट्स क्रिएट करूं और उन बाइट्स को यूज करूं टू गिव द कॉन्टेक्स्ट एंड कीप माय प्रॉम्प्ट्स शॉर्ट. तो आई एम सेविंग माय एनर्जी एंड माय टाइम in the second way, not in the first way where I am writing one pager, two pager prompt and giving the whole context, whole idea, and then expecting Gemini or any other tool to give me answers as per my expectations. So this is how we are building some small bites. Now I have already set it up. So जब ये complete हो जाता है, तो this is how it comes up. So it has already accumulated the business DNA. It has the company's name, logo, font that is our in our guidelines, our colors, taglines. Now you can edit this. This is just a starting point. This is not the whole thing. You have to be smart here. Tagline edit कर सकते हो, brand values को थोड़ा adjust कर, aesthetics को, anything that you want to adjust and change, you can just edit it. Once you are satisfied, आपने basic change कर दी, you can go ahead and create some campaigns for yourself. This is a very
Aniket,
simple tool.
this business DNA, did you upload something? I just had some network issue. I had to change my room. Did
Yeah,
you upload
yeah,
something?
yes. I gave the a link of of our website, and it fetched the all the information from the website itself. Uh,
Website. Yes, please.
so this is how the whole thing comes up. When I click let's go, it asks for a website to generate the basic information about your business. So if you have a microsite, you put your microsite. If you don't have a microsite, you put in your website link, exp website link. It will start doing
Right.
the research, start accumulating all the information, and it will create the whole business DNA. Adjustment karni hai, so you can do that adjustment, and we'll then move towards building our campaign and content. Let's say I have a listing which is already posted on EXP's website. So let's go on EXP's website once more, search properties. Okay, let's say this is one of the listing that is already there. तो मैं इसका link copy product में I will add that. It will extract the information from that URL about the inventory that is there. Or you can manually put all the information about the project and product, or multiple add upload images that you want to upload. It may take some time to extract it. In the meantime, let's utilize Gemini parallelly to just a second. Okay. Hi Gemini, I want to create a social media campaign for myself. Give me 5 ideas, and with each idea, I want you to give me a prompt that I can add into Pomelli. I have a inventory that I'm attaching the link of. Please tell me what can I create with this. So I will just copy the link. Let's see if Gemini can read this directly. It has already gathered all the information from that link. I can always give the information myself about the property. Okay. So first is that I can build a heritage modernity story, create a high-end Instagram caption for a real estate post. Write a catchy Facebook post aimed at business professional in Mumbai. Highlight the rooftop pool and sky lounge and ये आपको पूरा एक prompt मिल गया. Let's just use this one for the time being. You have already gotten the information. In the meantime, it has already got the images for the product. It has got the description, got the name of the inventory. Now I have created the catalog item. So you see that 5 images ऐड हो गई हैं, आपका प्रोडक्ट ऐड हो गया, लिंक ऐड, प्रॉम्प्ट भी डाल दिया जो आपने जेमिनाई से. नाउ you can choose the size that you want to work with. You can have 4 by 5, 1 by 1, and 9 by 16 story size, feed, and square. So let's say if I do feed, it would create some ideas, the location advantage, a lot of ideas that it has given me about that inventory. Or parallelly, what you can also use it for is you want to post your own personal brand through this particular tool. तो आप इसमें inventory, you can put in your image, your details, and your brand document that you already have, your brand DNA. So let's say if I want to use my brand demo DNA, so that is where I said that it would be a very good thing whenever you are interacting with any AI. This is the foundational thing. I hope I'm not moving too fast here and you guys are able to understand this. Yeah.
I have a very basic doubt actually.
Okay.
Yeah. This when you said feed or stories, no? What exactly is the difference between these?
Sir, that is a very basic question that you have asked. You have to think about, rather you have to look at your social media. And social media पे जो हम scroll करते हैं और we see it on our feed. The home page is the feed, and story is the top circle when we tap, which stays for a certain time only. Which particular social media do you use generally?
I use Instagram.
Okay, so in Instagram, if you are on the home page and you're scrolling your home page, so that is your feed. And when you are look on the top itself, you see small circles, people who have posted their stories. That is stories. Okay, that story stays for a
Thank
limited
you,
time.
thank you.
Yeah, great. So I have just added a document about now I can ask Gemini to create one campaign for me also that I can give to Pomelli. I have attached my brand DNA with you to you, and I want you to create a campaign that I can put in Pomelli to get a personal promotion campaign for social media. So that was very rough. Anyway, so I hope you're getting the idea where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to do here, how I'm utilizing this tool. In the meantime, let's look at what it has created. So it has created three ideas for me: reclaim your breathing rooms, villa that touch the sky, the Sobo sanctuary awaits. So let's say if I just click on this particular thing, it will start generating the content for me. It has the images, it has the information, it has a good prompt which we used Gemini for. Okay, or we can parallelly villa that touch the sky. We can use this one also. Okay, so this is being created.
Aniket, one question
Yes.
is: can we use this only on the website or on the App Store also? Because I don't find on the App Store.
Yeah, you have to use it on the website. It's right now in a beta version. Beta version means it's not the final thing. So that is why it is also free for the time being. You can utilize it as much as you can. Okay. And I am doubtful that you may need a paid plan also in the future for this. I mean, Google का क्या है कि Google के सारे tools में certain level तक limit free रहती है. It does not ask for money immediately, and it has a more generous space to work compared to ChatGPT or any other tool.
So there's no app as of now.
No app. Okay.
Okay.
So it has my thing. Now I have gotten a prompt also. Create a crisp, authoritative LinkedIn post for Aniket Chauhan analyzing all the information. Now, when I'm using these prompts on Pomelli, I would need to add my own image also. Otherwise, Pomelli do not know how he looks like. So I'm just giving you ideas how you can utilize Pomelli to build creatives. Sorry. So this is right now creating some creatives. Let's see what's happening on the last ones. Okay, so the this particular one has already been generated. So you see it has already created some images from the stock images that we put in, the that it fetched from the website. You see, what do you think about this creative? Isn't it really nice? Look, very aesthetic, very premium. Of course, few things are missing you can add, but you have the space to play around on Canva. So we will this has done, and this has built you काम इसमें easy हो गया. Now you do not need to spend a lot of time just creating ideas, doing editing, and creating everything from scratch. So you're not creating everything from scratch. You're using AI to not start from zero, but to start from a certain point. Okay. I want to know from you guys, how is it going for you so far? Are you enjoying it? Give a thumbs up. Are you excited? Did you like the creative that just came up? Great, great. I'm happy to see all the responses. I'm very happy that you guys are liking it. Now आप ये समझिए कि मैंने अभी तक एक बार भी ये नहीं सोचा कि क्रिएटिव आइडिया क्या, क्रिएटिविटी क्या. ऑफ कोर्स यू कैन ऐड दैट लेयर ऑफ डेप्थ टू योर अप्रोच, बट मैं अभी बहुत बेस लेवल पे इसको ऑपरेट कर रहा हूँ. नाउ थिंक अबाउट इट. व्हेन यू वुड डू इट, यू वुड हैव योर आइडियाज, यू वुड नो अबाउट योर इन्वेंटरी वेल, you would know about your market well. So you can use the same tool but with much more depth. And imagine with that particular depth when you would write the prompt. For example, I gave a prompt to Pomelli right now, which did not have any specific information or any USP about the product or the creative that I'm just trying to create with this. Okay, but it
I
still
think
managed to give.
this tool can also be used for thumbnails, right?
It does not have a size for the thumbnail. It right now is working with story and square, more on the social media side or Instagram and Meta side.
So
But
Instagram thumbnail I'm talking about. So when
huh,
you post a
no, no,
reel,
of course, of
there's a
course, of
thumbnail,
course,
no?
of course. I thought thumbnail is generally used for YouTube. ना तो मैं थोड़ा confused हो गया. Nevertheless,
What do you say for that Instagram, जो वो initially
definitely you can use it. Now you see
thumbnail,
the
no?
image. Yeah, now you just see the image that has come up. You can use it in the while other things are loading up. Headline थोड़ा सा और अच्छी चाहिए. I'm not satisfied with the headline. I can ask Gemini or recreate font. It has fetched the font that is already there. But if you have a specific font that you like or enjoy, or your that is well aligned with your personal brand, so you can modify that. Description इसने automatic satisfied नहीं हो तो you can adjust and edit that. Call to action इसने let's create call to action as well. We are just skimming the surface of AI right now, by the way. AI को यूज करते हैं जब हम, तो इसका कोई सेट रूल नहीं. It's just you need to be aware what tools are for what particular thing, what is what other people are doing, and based on that particular and how people are using it, what is the psychology and how they're leveraging AI, and understanding that information, you navigate around these tools yourself and you build your own pathway.
Aniket, one more question.
With-
Uh,
yes.
with Pomelli, is it just only images, or can we
I will
create
just show
videos
you. It
also?
can create some animation, basic animations. I will just show you that also. In the
Any
meantime,
other AI tool that can be used for video?
uh, specifically for video, I mean, we would come to that. I mean, there are ways to create videos, but I don't want to overcomplicate this particular session with going into videos straight away. You can create animations from this particular tool. Okay, because I think there must be the internet issue that it has not loaded. Somebody create. Okay, this is also stuck. It's because of internet, but you're getting the idea, right? Chalo testing the creatives. I was playing around with it last night. It has the campaign, it has the information. मैंने बहुत basic prompts डाले. I did not have the luxury of time to create much good go into creativity. But just look at it, invest in lasting properties, the quality of the creative, the aesthetic of the creative that has come up. Invest in lasting prosperity. Just put, if you have to put in your logo and your contact detail, you see the button, there is a button called animate. So if I'll just click on this particular button, it would animate the whole creative for me. I mean, the text would come out sliding from one side or other side. So it would create basic animation that you can use in your post. But I would prefer, if you are not, first try to do static only. Once you are well versed with the tool itself, you know how you're starting to get desirable or expected results, and that meets your expectation, then you can move ahead, play around with other features like animate and pair it with other tools as well. In the whole journey today, we are just trying to orchestrate between these tools.
So after you've created this campaign, now what? You download this
Yeah, you can download this particular thing. You
and
can
then
give this.
upload on your Insta that ways.
Yes, you can upload it on your Insta. You may need captions for it, so you can just give the creative to Gemini, the exact chat that I was talking to. I will give the image to this particular tool and ask that write me a caption for it. Okay,
Okay.
तो आपने Gemini से, but उसके बाद Gemini पे caption ले लिया. This is a long way. I have a shorter way also. We will talk about that. That would be a little too advanced for you know. But I want you guys to not get overwhelmed with that particular thing. But we'll try to do that today itself. Okay. So
Aniket, I
we have
just have one question. When you said call to action, right? In call to action, what kind of details we can collect, or is it mainly used for lead generation?
call to actions depending on the campaign, depending on the idea that you have come up with. Let's say अगर मैंने ये property के अब प्रॉपर्टी की कॉल टू एक्शन नहीं है, तो इफ आई जनरेट कॉल टू एक्शन, देयर इज सम इशू, आई एम रीच्ड माय लिमिट टू यूज दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग, मैंने बहुत ज्यादा बटन, बट if I'll just click generate, so it would create a button here that would say learn more, a call to action button that people can look at and engage with your post better. Then you can add it in your caption also,
Is this an
right?
unlimited free tool?
This is limited right now. I mean, this is a free tool, but if you see on the top left side, but it would do experiment, right? But you can use it from different email IDs if you need. Like I have this email ID मैं use कर रहा हूँ, or extensively I've been trying and testing so that I can tell you guys about it
No, so
in
what
detail.
is the limit of this? How much can you use this? Any idea?
जैसे I have no idea exactly कि
So there is a paid version also to it, right?
नहीं नहीं, there is no paid.
नहीं
If you अगर पेड वर्जन होता तो मेरे पास जेमिनाई का प्रो है, it would have been getting me that already. ठीक है.
Okay.
It's in an experimental phase right now. People are using it, building their basic foundational social media platform. And because it's image generating image and all, and it's using the best model for image generation, nano banana 2, तो there is a limit. जैसे मेरा उधर लिमिट फुल हो गया है, बट आई स्टिल वांट टू प्ले अराउंड विद इट, तो मेरी दूसरी ईमेल आईडी है, मैंने उधर और उधर से क्रिएट कर कैंपेन्स. इसने ऑलरेडी, इवन दो इट्स अ न्यू अकाउंट, इट हैज ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड 3 थिंग्स फॉर मी. बिल्ड योर लेगेसी टुडे. सो यू वुड, किन किन केसेस में आप लोग यूज कर सकते हैं, टेल मी. आई हैव दीज 3 केसेस इन माइंड राइट नाउ. फर्स्ट केस इज व्हेन यू वांट टू शो योर प्रॉपर्टी ऑन सोशल मीडिया, तो आप यू फाइंड इट वेरी चैलेंजिंग कि मैं कैनवा पे, वाइल दिस इज अ मच इजियर वे, यहाँ पे आप अपनी प्रॉपर्टी की इन्फॉर्मेशन डाल, प्रॉम्प्ट्स डाल और इमेजेस वगैरह अटैच कर सकते हो, एंड इट वुड क्रिएट 4-5 इमेजेस फॉर यू दैट यू कैन पुट ऑन योर सोशल मीडिया. सेकेंड चीज है, इफ यू वुड वांट टू अट्रैक्ट मोर एजेंट्स एंड नेटवर्क विद मोर एजेंट्स, तो उस केस में आप कॉन्टेक्स्ट डाल पर्टिकुलर ऑब्जेक्टिव का ऑन जेमिनाई, एंड इंफॉर्मेशन वहां से कॉपी कर एंड पॉमली से क्रिएटिव्स रेडी कर सोशल मीडिया के लिए. इफ यू गाइस हैव नोटिस्ड, इट डज नॉट हैव अ लोगो राइट नाउ. ओके, so it does not put any logo automatically on its creative. So you have to download this creative and just do the final touch up from Canva. Just put your logo, your contact number, but the whole aesthetic, you don't have to do the you did not have to do the research for finding an image for the background. You do not have to do the research for right, how big, what should be the headline, description. So it should make your task or work much easier, and it should make your make make it much more easier for you to use your social media, or start your social media. Okay, scale without the burnout. Reclaim 15 hours a week by switching by to our virtual campus. This may, you can change it, make it for different things. You can put in your ideas. So those cases, man, first is property, when you want to promote property or show property on social media. Second is when you want to attract more agents, connect with more agents, build your network so you can create those creatives. Third is when you want to put yourself as an authoritative, trustworthy figure. So third case may you gonna be the product itself. I mean, don't mind my saying. I'm just trying to give you a perspective here. So in the third case, you are selling yourself. So you would put your own image. You would want your own image. A quote maybe, or anything that would put you in a good spotlight, or maybe an introductory post of yourself. Right? You have the brand DNA. You can ask Gemini कि I want this particular, वो जो मैंने अभी बनाया भी था, but we did not use it. In the interest of time, I hope you have gotten the idea of what we are doing here, and you would be able to play around and get your hands dirty in this particular tool and start leveraging this particular tool. So far, I hope you guys have liked it. You guys are excited what is happening, and what this tool can do for you guys. Give a thumbs up. Great, great. Okay, so this is the tool. We have covered brand foundational thing, which is your personal brand DNA. Okay, 9G, you are asking what platform is this? This is Pomelli by Google. I'll share the link with you here also. Just a second. Sorry. So now the last thing, we understand the foundational or we understand the psychology behind creating a single thing, a single document that would have all everything about you. काफी सारे cases हो context just to get some information out. Okay, Anil ji, how about Gamma AI? Gamma is a really good tool to create presentations. We can talk about that tool in detail in a different session. How many of you are interested in knowing about Gamma, by the way? I'll keep that, write in the chat box if you are interested. I'll keep that thing for myself, and come up with a training on that as well. And I will tell you a trick or a tip. I will give you a tip that you may have not gotten from any internet study of how you create a presentation with AI, but how can you convert that presentation in an aesthetic that align with your brand in one particular step, rather than doing it manually, changing font and color of each and every slide, changing sizes and everything of each and every slide. How can you do it with one particular click with the help of EXP Canva Enterprise? I will teach you that when we talk about Gamma. So for a person like me, I would, I believe in doing smart work rather than doing a lot of hard work. I am a very lazy person when it comes to doing these things. Don't tell Sam about it, but I am very lazy person. So I always think of ways ki how can I make my work more shorter. So this is one particular thing. जैसे गामा का मैंने अभी आपको example बताया. Similarly, Pomelli. This is a tool which would make my work much more shorter rather than me planning each and everything out. Similarly, context वाला part, जब हम अपना brand DNA और document को use कर रहे हैं, that is also making our work shorter, helping us not to give a lot of context every time in different tools. Now, the last thing I want to cover in this particular session is how many of you know about custom GPTs or Google Gems? Just write down in the chat box if you are aware about it. How many of you know what custom GPT is or Google Gems is? Is the same thing, different names. I can assure, I am confidently say that most of you people have only used the chat window of these tools. You have never got into building projects, custom GPTs, or Google Gems. So, why do we need that, and what is the power of that particular thing? I would like to give you a small demo. A small demo we can create, in a later session. In the interest of time, we can have a dedicated session where we create that gem or a project. I have created videos, images, and presentations. Okay, yeah. That is how we use it. But we miss out that there are few features that is already there on these tools that we never, look into in details. जैसे custom GPTs हो गया. How about if I tell you कि यार content information कुछ personal marketing के लिए, for example, WhatsApp messages, WhatsApp forwards मेरे को अपने आप बनाने पड़े. Instagram captions लिख creative approach है. If I have to do it, I would have to do it again and again. Can I have a window, chat window in my Gemini or in my chat GPT already, or AI mini agent को about myself, about the industry trends, best practices, EXP guidelines and your guidelines, and वो उस knowledge base के basis पे मैं वो information बार बार having your brand DNA is one knowledge base that we just talked about, but you can have multiple and you can pair them up and put it into a GPT, custom GPT or a project जिसको आप repetitive वे में यूज कर टाइम सेव कर. व्हाट्सएप फॉरवर्ड चाहिए तो आप बार बार कॉन्टेक्स्ट दोगे, बार बार सम रिफाइन करो, उससे satisfied result आए. You may have a different taste, I may have a different taste, George or anybody else may have a different taste or different personality, and how we send our WhatsApp messages, or how we write our captions, how we write our scripts so for social media videos. So I want to give you a little glimpse of what that thing is, so that we will, close this session on that particular note, wherein you guys can go and do a little research and understanding on your end on what that is. And in the next session, we would definitely work together and build our own GPTs. If you are able to do it, really great. I would be really happy to know from you uh, in the chat box, in the our group, in our announcement group, that you have built it. Share it amongst your team members in your territories, in your territory groups, that you have built this particular thing and this is saving your time in writing down captions and all. So just yesterday, I was looking at creating some gems. So this is the feature on the top left side. You can see there's a thing called gems. Okay. Now it. I'll just go into edits details. I'm sorry. Yeah. So Gemini या किसी भी चैट जीपीटी या किसी एआई टूल के साथ तो it comes from a very general thought process. वो Gemini is a generalist, or any AI tool is a generalist. They are not a specialist in one particular thing. But when we create these projects, we make them specialists. We force the AI models to be acting as a specialist in one particular task, which means तो जब response करेगा, he would not respond and do a general or vague answer to you, or vague. If you want to get ideas, so it would just come up with from a vague information, vague knowledge base from the internet and give you an answer. But that would not be a specialized approach. So if you want to refine your whole marketing approach, you can create these projects. One project could be for ideations, idea creations. One project could be, or one gem or one GPT could be for writing down your captions. One could be for writing down your LinkedIn posts, or one could be to write down your scripts. Okay. You can ask Gemini if you want to do it yourself. Ask Gemini that I want to create one Google Gem or a custom GPT if you are on Chat GPT for a certain particular task. Help me build that, and this is my objective. So आप information डालते हो, there is thing called description, there is thing called instructions. यहाँ पे एक बटन, if you are not clear, तो वो यहाँ पे आप learn more पे, and it will give you the detail. क्या persona डालना है, task डालना है, context डालना है, format डालना है. So you can use this information and you can any day ask Gemini to help you create your gem, first project. Now in the knowledge base, I have added my personal brand DNA. I have added EXP's brand guidelines. I have I have used a feature on Gemini, or हर platform पे होता है. I have used a feature called deep research in Gemini to find out the best way of writing WhatsApp messages which leads to conversion, to write down, to do a deep research on uh, how to write Pomelli prompts, do a deep research on how to write best AI, best captions for Instagram and Facebook. मैंने वो इन्फॉर्मेशन एक डीप रिसर्च करा के जेमिनाई से वो इन्फॉर्मेशन गैदर करी, और वो इन्फॉर्मेशन को मैंने इसमें जेम में रिसर्च, मैंने एआई से रिसर्च खुद भी कर. इसके अलावा दीज आर मोर और लेस द डॉक्यूमेंट्स जो मैंने अपने 2 रिसर्च डॉक्यूमेंट्स लाए. और लेट्स से आई विल गिव द सेम थिंग. मैं जो मैं एक जनरल एआई को, एक जर्नलिस्ट को दे रहा था, आई विल गिव दैट सेम prompt to this particular tool or this particular project of mine, and we'll see how the response would come out. I have a property, 4 BHK property in Noida sector 45, which is selling at around 5 CR. I want you to I'm sorry, but I do not even need to write down what I want that this particular agent to do. He knows what he needs to do. So it's a yeah, sorry, property. It is two side open, very close to a park, and with a good view. Just random prompt I've given you, but you can have your own thing. You can choose the model. You can say thinking or pro or whatever you want to use. I would just use the middle one. Okay, so it has already analyzed the trend. जो भी मेरी knowledge information था, जो भी trends market में, and based on that knowledge base, he had further refined and acted as a specialist for me to write down what I need from it. Okay, so okay, it has identified that this is a property showcase kind of a thing that I'm expecting. We are positioning this as a wellness heaven in 2026 is defined as the acoustic session proximity or priority. तो इसने एक कैप्शन लिख दिया मेरे लिए इंस्टाग्राम का बेस्ड ऑन द रिसर्च दैट आई हैव गिवन हिम, जो चीजें मार्केट में वर्क कर, जिस टाइप के कैप्शंस वर्क कर. तो इट हैज क्रिएटेड अ हुक हिमसेल्फ, stops setting for settling for box living in Noida. It has written down the content. It has also looked at the compliance when we are dealing in social media. हम compliance follow नहीं करते हैं at times, rare compliance. So call to action भी DM me Noida for the private walkthrough video and a current price sheet. Proper detailed caption बना के दिया Instagram के लिए. He has also created a WhatsApp direct message for me. So it has a subject, it has the name and all the details. Would you like the high resolution raw photos and exact floor plan? Reply floor plan to receive details. So it has on the base of the knowledge base and base of the research, it has just by single prompt, it has given me an Instagram caption, a WhatsApp direct message, and a creative brief that I can go ahead and give it to either Pomelli or even directly to Gemini with, of course, the images of the property, and that can be created. So it has a detailed prompt. So you see, it has a completely prompt copy. Sorry, this property की details ऐड कर सकता हूँ, images ऐड कर सकता हूँ और फिर उससे एक आइडिया क्रिएट कर सकता हूँ. Nevertheless, if Pomelli feels too I am also not limited now to Pomelli. If you see, I can just go ahead and go to Gemini directly in a new chat window, and I'll just give it this prompt or my koi property ki image. If I don't know if I'll have any. Okay, but sorry, I forgot to use the create image option. Let's see if it does it. Okay, it's creating the image itself because the prompt is already adjusted to AI. So this way, I have created a specialized person or specialized support for myself. I don't need to explain every time मेरी property के details and मेरा style क्या, market में trend क्या है. He all my agent, my micro agent, my project already know what will work on Instagram, what will work on WhatsApp forwards, and what will work with any AI creative tools, Pomelli या फिर Gemini. तो मैं एक सिंगल इंफॉर्मेशन से मैं मल्टीपल नॉलेज बेस, मैंने एक जनरल एआई अप्रोच की जगह एक स्पेशलाइज्ड एआई अप्रोच यूज करी. दिस इज हाउ आई हैव जस्ट बिल्ड I have created something for myself, not from zero, but it will help me start my work and help me save time and help me work from the first layer, second layer, or first level, second level. So I'm not starting from scratch all the time. I've built the knowledge base. I've built a specialized micro agent for myself who understand my style, who understand my tone, who understand what I do, who understand the trends, who understand EXP brand guidelines, and that agent is writing down captions, WhatsApp message, and creative brief for me that I can just copy and paste into multiple other tools. Okay, so it has just created an image by itself without much, without me adding anything. I did not even give the EXP logo. So of course you can play around with it, find out your way, find out what works, find out what meets your expectation. But until and unless you would get your hands dirty in this particular thing, you would not be able to learn this particular thing. There is no set way that I can give you when it comes to AI, or exactly इस manner में use करो and the results would come in your favor, or and it would come out as per your expectation. Because my expectation, my view of looking at social media, my profile, my personal brand, my vision is completely different from what you may have for yourself. So you have to use this, you have to understand the psychology, understand the foundation, and play around with these tools to help save your time, help work as an independent person who can run the whole marketing without putting in a lot of time of themselves on social media, on creating or creating content and ideas. So with that, I think I have covered a lot of things. I understand the last part bit may have gotten a little technical, but I hope you have gotten a good and fair idea what we can do with the AI and how to approach AI, these AI tools differently from any other person who is doing it right now. जो AI आप market में but वो है जो
One question with
yes,
Gemini is called Gems, and in ChatGPT, what is it called?
it's called project or
Project. Okay, fine.
or custom GPTs.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
so this is how you go about this particular thing. How this is how you set yourself apart when using any AI tool. I hope this has been a valuable session for everybody. In the coming session, if if you would want, and if you guys should reach out through your territory manager or directly to me that this is the session that you need uh, further on for creating these gems or using gamma. As we mentioned, we got a request on gamma, so we will definitely cover all those things as well. But this session was more on the foundational side and the psychology side, and just giving you a little perspective of what I feel that people are right now missing when they are
Just to
using.
sorry to
Yeah,
disturb, Alex, if you go to and there you will find custom, but that is only for the paid version. Gems
Okay,
is for
okay, okay,
thanks,
sure.
Aniket.
thanks. I'm sorry if I missed on this particular thing, but nevertheless, Salilji, you have a thing. You have
Yeah.
raised your hand.
So first, thank you. Thanks a lot, Aniket, for this session. This was very helpful. Just one small request, if you can help with that in your next session, maybe, is all the developer projects, right? They build their websites and they share their photographs there. And they don't, if they share it with us, it's on WhatsApp, which doesn't give us good quality. So
Okay.
what I've learned is you can download it from their website, but they don't
Yes.
easily allow it. So you can't right click and download it. But there is some way. Maybe if you know it and if you can cover it next time, that will be helpful.
Definitely, and I'll tell you some possibilities. The possibilities are endless here. Okay,
Mm.
I will just give you some ideas, thoughts that I have in my mind. We built the in the last part, in the last bit, we created a specialized assistant for us who understand us, right? In that particular assistant, let's say if you are working with three developers, you
Mm.
can scrape up their website, give the website link to Gemini, scrape up the information about the project, and use that information as a knowledge base also in your gem, in your AI. So we started off with just one particular thing, that which is your brand DNA. But now we are building these small, more small bites of information that we can collectively use to refine our results better, right?
Absolutely.
So
What you showed about the brand DNA, I think
huh,
that's the perfect thing to start. If
exactly.
forget even social media, even to present yourself as a brand in front of customers when you meet them, talk to them, it is
Mhm.
the perfect place to start. And yes, when you do social media and you're creating all these creatives, so that brand DNA will go a long way because then you can give it to any of the GPTs that, okay, this is what I am, use
Mm.
this, right?
Definitely.
So
Right.
that is 100%. I think that was the best part of your presentation. So yeah, so
The rest
and
of
I
the things
hope, yeah.
I understand. And if I tell you, you know if I would be doing, if I would be working as a real estate professional right now, how I would be utilizing these fundamental things that I just mentioned in today's session. तो मैं कुछ example ideas में, maybe those ideas would motivate you to dig deeper into this particular thing. One of the idea I already told you one day when you were in the office,
Yeah.
uh, which is to have a personalized script writer for yourself. Everybody
Hmm.
हैज अ पर्सन जिसको वो एस्पायर करते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे, जिसके जैसा वो बनना चाहते हैं, जिसके कंटेंट को ओके, इफ आई नो हाउ टू लर्न फ्रॉम हिज कंटेंट, तो मैं क्या 10 परफॉर्मिंग कंटेंट को डाउनलोड करूंगा इंस्टाग्राम वगैरह जेमिनाई में। दीज आर द 5 content pieces that have worked really well for this particular guy. I want you to tell me why this particular thing worked. Basically, I'm building a knowledge base, a small bite again. I'm building a small knowledge bite again.
Yeah.
तो उस इंफॉर्मेशन को मैं अपने जेमिनाई के जीपीटी में डालूंगा और स्क्रिप्ट लूंगा. तो यू हैव टू रेफर टू दिस पर्टिकुलर डॉक्यूमेंट. So you are not starting from scratch. You are already, if you can think like that, if you can, you know, visualize things like that, so you can, I can assure you, you have to find out ways कि कर रहा हूँ मैं उसको हमेशा एक certain level से ही, which would again put me in a better, it would give me a head start, I would say, from any other person in the market. This is just one of the examples script के लिए. ठीक है, आप एक बंदे को जो ऑलरेडी फिगर आउट कर चुका है सोशल मीडिया, उसके कंटेंट पे जेमिनाई को ट्रेन कर, स्पेशलिस्ट को ट्रेन कर, कंटेंट भी ही नोज अबाउट यू आल्सो, ही नोज द बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस आल्सो. स्पेशलाइज वर्कफ्लो बना, दैट इज वन थिंग. और भी यूज केसेस है दैट यू कैन थिंक अबाउट. अगर आपको क्लाइंट हैंडल करना है, क्लाइंट से रिलेटेड है, क्लाइंट कम्युनिकेशन से रिलेटेड है, फॉलोअप से रिलेटेड है, तो दोस फॉलोअप्स कैन आल्सो बी डन थ्रू दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग. यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट कि आपने इंफॉर्मेशन को स्मॉल पीसेस में बिल्ड कर और वो इंफॉर्मेशन को गैदर कर स्पेशलाइज्ड अप्रोच के जेमिनाई या चैट जीपीटी से इंफॉर्मेशन लेनी है. इफ यू वुड गेट अ जनरल, if you treat your chat gpt and gemini as a general ai thing, तो वो आपको जनरल आंसर देगा, which will never put you above anybody else, right? रिफाइन करना पड़ेगा मैनुअली बैठ के, टाइम प्रोसेस टाइम ज्यादा. सिमिलरली यू मेंशन्ड डेवलपर के लिए, राइट? Let's say you are very clear, you are working with, hypothetically let's say you are working with Sobha, okay? तो आपने Sobha के, that's great. So you're working with Sobha, you have all the information of that particular project. More than that, you would keep it in your mind at times. So you can just bring all the information together, put that in your Gemini, so that अगर कल को कोई client उस particular project के, तो आप either you can make it public facing also, you can share that chat with that person, share that gem कि आप इससे पूछ ले, it would give you answer your queries, या फिर you can use that gem to answer your client's query. तो आप उसको प्रोजेक्ट की इंफॉर्मेशन के ऊपर भी बिल्ड कर. यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ लाइक कि these AI tools are your second brains to keep info. ठीक
I'm
है, to
already
keep
using them like it.
they are your second brain and they are keeping information. तो आप ब्लॉक्स में इंफॉर्मेशन बिल्ड कर रहे हो जैसे एज यू प्रोग्रेस इन योर जर्नी, और वो इंफॉर्मेशन को यूटिलाइज करके अपने जेमिनाई को और फर्दर एनहांस कर, टू वर्क स्पेसिफिकली फॉर यू, और टू गेट बेटर एवरी डे विद एवरी पासिंग डे. आप तो इंप्रूव कर, जेमिनाई वो तो फिर भी आपको जनरल इंफॉर्मेशन ही देता रहेगा ओवर टाइम. थिंक अबाउट इट कि हाउ कैन आई यूज दिस टूल एज माई सेकेंड ब्रेन. I would progress, I would build information, I would build my knowledge, and I would feed that knowledge in bite size or in to my Gemini and to my things, so ताकि वो मेरे साथ adapt करे, आप adapt, और आप leverage कर पाओ. I hope this is making sense to all of you guys.
I can give a tip which I've started to use is now I ask AI to write my prompts for other AI tools. So for example, I ask Perplexity to write my prompt for Claude or for Notebook LM, or Claude for a prompt for Notebook LM to make a presentation. So
Right.
it gets a lot of things right, but what you told about gems and the brand document, I think those are very good additions for me. Yeah.
Definitely. We are missing out on this particular thing. We generally don't look at those particular thing. And this kind of information is not very easily available, honestly, for real estate professional on any public channel. So I've tried to come up with knowledge or information which is not there, matlab, on YouTube or anywhere else. So the
But
whole
one request I'll still make for all agents, including myself, is what you have shared today is very helpful. Maybe if I'm sure it can be done very quickly. What you have shared, if you just put your in Gamma or Notebook LM and just make a small presentation for us and share it with us, it'll just
I
keep
would,
us handy notebook for us. So
yes,
yeah,
that's
that would
great.
be very.
Actually, I created a this guide
Hmm,
on my end, okay,
hmm,
which you can refer to. It does not clearly say कि exactly क्या exact prompts वगैरह, you have to anyway refine it for your needs, your
yeah.
expectations. ठीक है, तो जिस डायरेक्शन से मैं चलता हूँ, जिस थॉट से मैं चलता हूँ, एग्जैक्टली आप होगे, बट इट्स अ गुड स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. आई विल शेयर दैट इन अ डॉक्यूमेंट विद यू गाइस. that you can refer to. Okay.
Yeah, that
And
will be very helpful, Aniket. Yeah.
great.
And look
So
forward to more such sessions from you.
great. I am very excited and very happy that you guys liked it, and I hope it was not too complicated for
No,
I
no,
hope I was able to get through this session and tell you.
it's
Uh,
it's the right start, I feel.
yes, this is important, and this has put you above most of the people, ahead of most of the people in the market. Tools उनके पास ही है. It's about how we are using it, right? So that is the only thing we have to work on. We have to be more smarter when we are using it.
No,
So that
absolutely.
so looking forward to connecting with you all guys again for a new session. And gamma is something that I will definitely cover in the next session. Fine, I think that's a good thing. Looking forward to connecting with you guys again. See you. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Aniket.